Good morning, this is Susan, and this is Susan's Ramblings. Today we're going to continue on with my recipes of spice blends or mixes or whatever we come up with. I'm repeating this one because I found out at the end, after I was all done, that I had eliminated part of the process. So you might have had a mess. I'm sorry for that. I'm going to repeat it here. Lemon pepper, 1/3 cup of crushed peppercorns, 1/4 cup of kosher salt, 5 large lemons. Zest all the lemons and mix with the crushed peppercorns. Line cookie sheet with parchment paper. Spread the lemon pepper mixture on a baking sheet. Bake in the oven on the lowest setting until completely dried. Can't get it apart. Let the mixture cool, then grind to powder. Store in an airtight container. Pickling spice mix. 1 cinnamon stick broken into pieces. 5 bay leaves crushed. 2 tablespoons of mustard seed. 1 tablespoon of whole allspice. 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds. 1 tablespoon of whole black peppercorns. 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, 1 tablespoon of dill seed, 2 teaspoons of cardomon seeds, 1 to 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes, 1 teaspoon of whole cloves. Combine all ingredients, mix well, store in an airtight container. Homemade biscuit mix, Bisquik mix, 6 cups of flour, 1 cup of vegetable shortening, 3 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of salt. Sift the flour, salt, and baking powder into a bowl. Add the shortening. Using a pasty blender, cut the shortening into the flour to make fine crumbs. Store in an airtight container. Use as a replacement of biscuit. Cayenne pepper, number 1. 2 tablespoons of cumin, 2 tablespoons of coriander, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt, 1 1/2 teaspoons of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of dried oregano, and cayenne pepper to taste. Cajun Seasoning number 2. 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of dried thyme, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of mustard powder. Curry seasoning number 1. 1/4 cup of ground coriander, 1 1/2 tablespoons of turmeric, 1 tablespoon of I have no idea, fenugreek, 1 tablespoon ground cumin, 1 teaspoon ground cardomon, 1 teaspoon ground ginger, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon allspice, 1 teaspoon ground red pepper, or to taste. French dressing mix. 4 teaspoons of dried parsley flakes, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons of ground mustard, 1 1/2 teaspoons of ground onion powder, 1 1/2 teaspoons of paprika, 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt, 1 1/2 teaspoons of pepper, 3/4 teaspoons of garlic powder. Combine all ingredients, mix thoroughly, store in an airtight container. To use: 3/4 cups of vegetable oil, 1/4 cup of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of dressing mix. Place all ingredients in a covered jar, shake well, and refrigerate at least 30 minutes before serving. Spaghetti sauce mix. 1/4 cup cornstarch, 1/4 cup minced onion dried, 1/4 cup dried parsley flakes, 2 tablespoons Italian seasoning, 4 teaspoons of salt, 4 teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of dried minced garlic. Combine all ingredients, mix thoroughly, store in an airtight jar. To use: 1 pound of ground beef or turkey, 2 cups of water, 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, 1 cup of mix. Brown your ground beef, drain the grease if necessary, stir in the spaghetti sauce mix, the water, and the tomato paste. Bring to a boil. Boil 2 minutes. Reduce heat, cover, and simmer for 20 minutes. Shake and bake mix: 1 cup of finely crushed cornflakes, 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of crushed dried parsley flakes, 1/2 cup of garlic powder. That has to be 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1/2 teaspoon. 1/2 teaspoon dried mustard powder. 1/2 teaspoon of celery salt. 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Combine all ingredients, mix thoroughly, store in an airtight container, and use as any bake and shake product. Spread over butter: 4 sticks of butter, 1 1/2 cups of light olive oil. Combine the butter and the olive oil. Use the mixer to blend together until smooth and well combined. Place in a container. You may add up to another 3/4 cup olive oil if needed to reach the creamy stage. Italian dressing mix: 1 tablespoon of dried parsley, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon celery flakes, 1/4 teaspoon thyme. Combine all ingredients, mix thoroughly, and store in an airtight container. To use: 1/2 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of vinegar, either apple cider or red wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of dressing mix, 2 tablespoons of water. Combine all the ingredients and mix thoroughly. Do-it-yourself gravy mix: 3 tablespoons of beef or chicken bouillon granules, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 bay leaf crushed, 1/2 teaspoon of celery salt, 1/2 teaspoon of dried basil, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 cup of flour. Put all ingredients except the flour in the blender or a food processor. Pulse until powdered. Add your flour and mix thoroughly. Store in an airtight container. To use: 1/4 cup mix, 2 cups of water or milk. Whisk constantly while cooking until it's smooth and thick. Beef or chicken rice mix: 4 cups of ground grain rice, 4 tablespoons instant beef or chicken bouillon granules, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, 2 teaspoons of dried parsley flakes, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Combine all these ingredients, mix thoroughly, store in an airtight container. To use: 3/4 cup mix to 2 cups of water. Tartar sauce: 1 cup of mayonnaise, 4 teaspoons of sweet pickle or dill relish, 1 tablespoon of minced dried onion, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, salt and pepper to taste. Combine all your ingredients, mix thoroughly, refrigerate overnight preferably. Curry seasoning number 2: 2 tablespoons cumin powder, 2 tablespoons ground coriander, 2 tablespoons turmeric, 1 1/2 teaspoons of ground cardamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Italian spice blend: 2 tablespoons dried basil, 2 tablespoons dried oregano, 1 tablespoon dried thyme, 1 tablespoon dried rosemary, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt. Chili seasoning. 2 tablespoons chili powder, 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon coriander, 1 teaspoon unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon regular pepper, 1 teaspoon smoky paprika. That's it for today. I hope you find some of these recipes useful. What do you have in your dehydrator today? Or what are you canning? What is the one thing you're going to prep? Now, prepping doesn't mean you have to go out and buy and buy and buy and buy. You don't have to buy every day. But you do have to preserve it, what you buy. Either by canning, dehydrating, freezing, or putting in a food saver bag, and so forth. So, what have you got in your dehydrator today? What are you canning today? What are your preps? Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. God bless.